This video is going to be kind of tricky to make, and I gotta step carefully because I have to do my stupid financial disclaimer. Now, please understand, um, I don't broadcast the financial disclaimer in order to uh, try to cover my ass uh, against legal repercussions. Um, if you if you take something that I say as an investment recommendation or financial advice and it goes wrong, uh, I don't care if you think you need to try to sue me for it. I could really care less. If you if you take what I say and you're so weak that because of what somebody else said, and you out of your laziness made the mistake of shadowing a person who most likely has different values than you, and you feel the need to sue them for it, you're obviously a remarkably weak person, and I don't know what makes you think that you would be strong enough to win such a lawsuit. No, that's not why I say it. Um, I say it because I care. I don't want to see you make the same uh, mistakes that I would make. I have no problem making my own mistakes. I do not wish to to have a person follow me into a mistake out of respect or or perceiving me to be something that I am not. If you perceive that I'm some sort of market expert, I am not. I would barely, if I had to rate my market knowledge and my market ability, I think I'm just cresting novice, at the border of intermediate type thing. I can rake my IRA broker across the coals with my investment knowledge, but as far as things like day trading and that, I don't want to see you follow me down a path of perdition. All right, uh, I don't want that to happen. Um, mm-mm, no. Um, and again, like I said, it's not because I'm worried about a lawsuit. It's because I care. I care about your finances. And there's an element of risk in 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 capital investment that is just never talked about sufficiently. Um, and it's not even a matter of risk to pay off. By the time retail's getting into a deal, uh, so much has been priced in, and there's so much information being thrown at us, especially for us that are active in the social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Uh, there's so much information that we think we're making the right choice, and there's people that tell us that we're making the right choice, and there's people that when we make a mistake they tell us that it wasn't our fault. It was because Lambdog recommended it. You're the victim because he's an asshole. You know, uh, that is the last. I don't want that for y'all. I don't want that for anybody. Um, I would like to see everybody be able to succeed financially and do well. Be able to provide for themselves and their families, and use their money for what they want to, instead of being in that rut where you're like obligated to the point of usury of using your money towards what you need to. And that brings us to what's happened to the $500 project. My Blogspot page is still open, and you can concentrate on the final entry here. I'll put the description in the description bar. Um, the $500 project, even though it was funded, a funded project means that you have set aside a certain amount of money that you continue to contribute as you go along. Even though it was funded, it wasn't at the levels that allow for what I was looking for in the investments. I want to say I had, at the peak of the investment projects operation, I had 4 positions, and one out of the 4 was carrying the water for the other 3. I had a couple of stocks that I liked because I liked them. Um, the entire project, even though I didn't think I was doing it, um, the entire project more or less was shadowing 100% shadowing Aileron's his investment project. The Three Sisters. I mean, that's his idea, and I gave him credit for it. And then I followed that process, being you had a portfolio of savings, investment, and trading, and that works for Dan. That works for Dan, but that's not my style. I am. I don't know what fits my personality, and what a good friend picked up on. What fits my personality is the you know high level futures. I get on there and I ride the pips, and the margin, the leverage. It's what I'm built for. Um, it's straight up what I'm good at is the numbers. Um, we we get in at a certain number because we believe historically there's evidence that either somebody has their automatic trading or they have a price recognition. And if it goes the one direction, we do a certain thing. If it goes the other direction, we do something else. It's what I'm good at so far. So the $500 investment project, I ended up liquidating, uh, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not in cash. I mean, and you guys know the video a while back. If you're watching this financial video, I said that I was gonna sell my GLD, PowerShares GLD position, which I have, but I'm not cash. I'm back in again. Um, I'm not gonna tell you what I bought. Ha. uh, there's a couple people. I mean, if you really want to know what I bought, it's just one embarrassingly small position. Uh, there are probably 5 people. If the right 5 people, out of those 5 people, if you want to PM me and find out what it was that I actually purchased, feel free. And I can give you the whys and the what fors. Actually, I could probably do a video on the whys and what fors, and nobody would even know what the hell I'm talking about, except for somebody that knows about ETFs. It's weird. I always, as market wise, I tend to go back to the ETFs. I don't know. It just works. My thoughts on it. I work hard to not fall in love with what a particular stock is. Like, for example, a person buys a stock in Facebook because they like getting on Facebook, or you buy a stock in Walmart because you like shopping Walmart or Disney, whatever. You got a Sony, so you buy some Sony. That's fine if that's what you use. But anyway, our project. Um, when when you're in and this isn't going to be what anybody wants to hear, and this isn't meant to say here's the amount of money that you need to successfully play the market. But if you think about it, how far the average stock moves, um, it's like what Corey C always picked on Ohio 1998 with the whole, like, we take our profits at tens of dollars. That doesn't make any sense. Um, it's no joke when I was really hot and heavy into the $500 investment project. Between my regular work, day job, and then my trading and investment, um, man, because I work probably 45 to 50 hours a week in my day job, and I was putting at least another 30 into the $500 investment project. Especially when I was trying to get my foot in the door of the forex, and I was getting into the forex again because I was shadowing Dan. He's a nice enough guy. He's white like me. Why not? Yeah, yeah. Oddly enough, I'm good with the S&P E-mini, but the forex just didn't work for me. Uh, and it ended up the forex trading uh, ended up shaking me out of the whole project, uh, to the point where I no longer felt that for me, it was possible to be successful with such a micro-sized account. Um, you're better off. I would be better off if I wanted to make money, and if I was willing to spend 80 hours a week working. Well, why don't I just get a better job? I would have made more money, okay, if in those 30 hours, if I had spent those 30 hours instead of looking at charts, grinding things over, reading reports, uh, if I would have spent those same 30 hours and got a second job at McDonald's, I would have made a shit ton more money. That would have been what, $200 a week? Who on here watching this makes $200 a week um, off the markets if that's not your day job? $200 out the door. So yeah, uh, there's some wisdom. A guy on here that gets on here and comments and stuff a lot. Cosmos Gato. Uh, he makes some extremely good points about the things that you should be doing, uh, depending on your current financial level, and I think there's wisdom there. But I think the irony of a $500 investment project or even a $1,000 investment project is the the reason why a person is limited to investing $500 or investing $1,000 or maybe even $5,000 to $20,000 is because they're just starting out. And unfortunately, the skill level that it takes to grow that base capital, you know, luck notwithstanding, but the amount of skill that it takes is the type of skill that isn't when you're just starting out. The person who can make a $500 project succeed will be the person who has a multi hundreds of percent growth per year track record. So that's what's going on with it, and I'm not like sour grapes or giving up on it or anything else, but just some observations, and please accept my apology for not talking about it sooner. But I assume the people that were interested in it were reading the blog, so I wasn't too bent out of shape about babying y'all along with it. Um, but for me, that sort of answered the question of how much money do I need to get into this racket, because that's like the biggest question that anybody who does financial videos, the number one question, and verify this in the comments if anybody watching this does this crap too. The number one question, like, how much money do I need to get into it? And you just want to say, like, you just want to grab them by the shirt and says, money's got nothing to do with it. You can piss away $5,000 as easily as you can piss away 500. If you want to know how much you need to open up a brokerage account, search it out. There's certain things you need to be strong enough to do on your own, but Yeah. There you go. Glad I got that done. So that is that. Will there be another will there be another challenge project? Maybe. I don't know. I have the millionaire thing with Josh Galt that I'll be working real close and filling in gaps where I see it and perhaps continue on where he stops and there will be um, elements of what I'd like to share and what I've learned in that. So enjoy, and I hope everybody's doing well, and we'll see y'all again soon.